Royal family members joined the Queen for a Sunday service in Balmoral this morning, but Prince Andrew and the Duchess of York were conspicuously absent. The royal outing came hours after video footage, obtained by the Mail on Sunday, emerged of Prince Andrew, 59, at pedophile Jeffrey Epstein's £63 million Manhattan mansion on December 6, 2010. The Duke of York, then the UK's Special Representative for International Trade, was spotted peering around the door of the billionaire sex offender's home, less than an hour after Epstein left the house in the company of a young, shivering blonde woman. Last Sunday, the Queen made a public show of support by allowing her second eldest son to sit next to her as they were driven to the church service. This week, Prince Andrew is currently on a luxury holiday with ex-wife Sarah Ferguson in Sotogrande, southern Spain, amid growing questions over his relationship with the billionaire sex offender, who killed himself in a New York jail cell last weekend. The Queen, sporting a smart pale blue coat dress with a matching hat adorned with a large flower, sat in her chauffeured vehicle with her youngest son Prince Edward, 55, his wife Sophie Wessex, 54, and their daughter Lady Louise Windsor, 15, for their journey today. Prince Charles, 70, and the Duchess of Cornwall, 72, traveled in a separate car in front of the Queen to the service in Craddy Kirk, Balmoral, Scotland. Epstein's 9-story 21,000-square-foot mansion has been dubbed a house of horrors by many of his young victims. The video was taken less than 24 hours after the prince was infamously photographed walking through Central Park with Epstein, who continued to abuse young girls even after a controversial 2008 plea deal that saw him serve just 13 months, much of it on day release. By this point Epstein was on a child sex offender register. Yet one observer told the Mail on Sunday that several of the women leaving and entering the home while Andrew was apparently inside looked very young indeed. The prince reportedly met Epstein in the late 1990s after being introduced by the financier's then-girlfriend Ghislaine Maxwell, daughter of disgraced tycoon Robert Maxwell. It was in Ms. Maxwell's Belgravia home that a photograph was taken in 2001 of a grinning Duke of York with his arm around the bare midriff of Epstein's alleged sex slave Virginia Roberts. The Duke has vehemently denied claims by Ms. Roberts that she had sex with the prince on 3 occasions, the first when she was 17 and once at Epstein's mansion at 9 East 71st Street in Manhattan, the setting of these pictures. Her allegations, submitted to a court in 2014, were later thrown out by a judge who ordered them to be struck from the record as immaterial and impertinent. Since Epstein's suicide in his prison cell last weekend as he faced further child sex trafficking charges, Buckingham Palace has repeated its denial of wrongdoing by the prince. Any suggestion of impropriety with underage minors is categorically untrue. It is emphatically denied that the Duke of York had any form of sexual contact or relationship with Virginia Roberts, it said. Prince Andrew is currently on a luxury holiday with Sarah Ferguson in Spain and planning a round of golf, with the former couple hoping to stay at the luxury Real Club Valderrama in Sotogrande. The pair arrived in the southern Spanish region of Andalusia on Wednesday after flying to Malaga by private jet. The Duchess of York is said to be using the trip as an opportunity to pay her former husband back for his support over the years. She swept Prince Andrew to Spain to look after him after it was said he panicked following Jeffrey Epstein's death, The Sun reported. They had previously been at Balmoral, where the Duke was photographed with the Queen last Sunday as they traveled to a church service. The Queen made a public show of support by allowing her son to sit next to her as they were driven. Andrew and Sarah, who divorced in May 1996, are regular visitors to Sotogrande. A decade ago, they retreated to a friend's £38 million estate near the village of San Enrique de Guadiaro after the Duchess of York was criticized over Duchess on the estate. A TV documentary featuring her attempts to improve the lives of people in Manchester. However, the house has since been sold and it is unclear where the pair are now staying.